There's a whole discussion in the Gemara whether a Kohen who blesses the Jewish people on behalf of Almighty God, if he represents God or does he represent the people? Does he represent the Jewish people as a recipient, or does he represent God as one who gives, endows? Tonight, we are here to bring honor, love, devotion to someone that so many people in this room owe their lives, or someone in their family's life, or acquaintance of theirs lives on many levels, emotionally, physically, financially, health-wise, etc. I'm fortunate in the fact that I'm here at the end, having been able to, in some way, assimilate the extraordinary program that has been produced tonight and the many words of wisdom and many pearls of information that were told about our Rebbe, that most of us, if we did not know the details, certainly had an experience on that level. So first, l'chaim, everybody. I want to share with you two epitaphs from the Rebbe. One that I get on a daily basis in honor of the 30 years, and one in today's Hayom Yom, the Rebbe's first published information book, Direction in Our Lives. In Hayom Yom, it says as follows. I'll read it to you in the original language, and I'll translate it, free translation. Bizman hazeh, be'ikzveta de Moshiach mamash, in this period of time, in this generation, in the absolute time of the advance of Moshiach, the heels of Moshiach, knocking on the door, peering through the window, asking to come in. And as we've said for a long time, for more than 3,500 years, we've been waiting for Moshiach. Now, Moshiach is waiting for us. Hachayva kol echad miYisrael. What is the obligation? What is the mission of the moment for every single Jew? Lidraish b'toiva zulosai. To be concerned with the benefit of someone outside of himself, a friend, a neighbor, an acquaintance, a fellow Jew. Bein zokein, bein tzoid, whether old or young, la'oidoi l'tshuva, to awaken him, to come back home, to return to his real roots, to God, to his people. Laman shelo yetze chas v'sholom miklal Yisrael. This is the most heavy statement, because otherwise, God forbid, he will leave the community of a Jew. If you don't take care of someone else, you may be responsible for him leaving the Jewish people. Shelo yetze chas v'sholom miklal Yisrael. That's the negative. Sheyisku be'ez Hashem yizbarech legeula shlema. And to merit, with the help and assistance of Almighty God, which we need all the time, fighting the animal instinct within us, as the Talmud tells us, if God wouldn't help us, we could never overcome our physical instincts. With the help of God, Yizbarech, Geula Shlema, to the final redemption. The second epitaph from the Rebbe, I want to quote it to you because it's very precise. Take just a second. I'm sorry. This is in the Rebbe's handwriting, And as you know, those who received notes from the Rebbe, and we received over the years many answers from the Rebbe, sometimes you couldn't even read his handwriting. You had to have a secretary interpret it. This is written handwriting as if it was printed. Quote, "Es wird bekorev sein, in the near future there will be ve'kitzu ve'nanu shechne offer, and they will awaken and sing, those that dwell in the earth, v'hu b'seicham, and he among them." Who is he? What is he talking about? That's the next line. Und der Rebbe wird uns herausführen von Golus. The Rebbe writes with precision that the Rebbe will take us out of exile. I won't take long, but my objective tonight, the mission that they gave me was to talk about a takeaway. Every Farbrengen, every Sikha, the Rebbe had a takeaway. The most sophisticated concepts ended with a takeaway. Because otherwise, it's a waste in a certain way. And so in my life and in your life, what does it mean to us today? Yes, in the same way we don't understand God, we don't understand the Rebbe. Someone said to the Rebbe, "I knew the Frierdiker Rebbe, I knew your father-in-law." The Rebbe said, "You saw him, but you didn't know him." We saw the Rebbe. We witnessed the miracles around him. We continue to witness the miracles around him. I could stand here for hours and tell you miracles that happened as a result of the Ohel. But we don't know the Rebbe. Beyond the capacity of our brain minds, of our mindset to comprehend someone of that capacity, outside of our realms. But we had him in our midst. Just finished a story. Many of you know the name Sammy Rohr, famous supporter, big philanthropist of the Rebbe, a major force in Chabad, maybe one of the biggest philanthropists over the years. One day, his buddy from his youth called him, and he says to him, "Reb Shmuel, how do you daven in that shul, our shul? Do you know that they believe that the Rebbe is Moshiach? Do you know that they believe that? And he's not even here, and you daven there." So he calls me up. He said, "Rabbi Lipskar, my friend called me, I have a problem. What should I tell him?" It's a good question. I said, "Ask your friend. Together, let him come to the office. We'll talk about it." Came to the office, and the man is a scholar, like Mr. Rohr was, studied Torah, and we opened up the Rambam Maimonides, the most rational of the codifiers of history, the most accepted in every world, even in the secular worlds, the translation of the Rambam's work, the most evident translation at the University of Chicago. And the Rambam writes as follows, the only codifier, that he gives a description of Moshiach. What kind of person he's supposed to be, what he's supposed to do, how he's supposed to behave. We learn it. And I turned around to the man. I said, "Do you know anybody in the world today that fits this category?" He said, "No, nobody. Nobody that fits this category." I said, "How about the Lubavitcher Rebbe?" So he says to me, "But he's not here anymore." I said, "No, I didn't ask you if he's here or not. I'm asking, does he fit the category?" He looks at the Rambam again. Yeah, he fits the category. So I said to him, "You lived in a generation where there was a man leading your life, leading our generation, the head of the Jewish people, that was eligible to be Moshiach. You, who told your friend not to daven here, now you're telling me he's eligible to be Moshiach. Whether we're alive or not, that's a different issue." In my life, the most stunning statement I ever heard from the Rebbe. I heard many stunning statements. I came to 770 when I was 15 years old, in 1961, and I was there basically even as a shliach to 1994. A long time. There were some years that even as a shliach, I would attend the Rebbe's Farbrengens every single week. I had opportunity. And one sikha shattered us, shook us. The Rebbe said, he said with his mouth in 1992, he said the following words, which reverberated around the world and stunned the world. I remember. The Rebbe said, I did whatever I could to bring Moshiach. He didn't say I did whatever I could to learn Torah. He didn't say I did whatever I could to put on tefillin. He said I did whatever I could to bring Moshiach. Whatever I could. That's the heavy statement, because the Rebbe never minimized someone's potential. So when the Rebbe said I did whatever I could, it means whatever he could. And he opened doors for us, incredible doors. He says, now I'm begging you, 3 of you, 5 of you, 10 of you, 1 of you, take it serious. Do you really want Moshiach? Everybody's busy. Who's Moshiach? When is he coming? That's not the question. The question is, Moshiach is a way of life. Are you ready to live a Moshiach life? That's the issue. If you want to do something for the Rebbe, when you go home tonight, make sure that your home is ready to receive Moshiach whenever he knocks at the door. If he knocks at the door at 2 o'clock in the morning, you don't have to clean up any magazines. You don't have to put any books away. You don't have to put anything in the closet. You're ready for Moshiach. That's the message of the day. We are living in critical times. We are in a watershed moment of history, a tipping point of history. Every Jew knows he's a Jew, left, right, and center, but they don't know why they're a Jew. The Rebbe said, please, you are my shluchim. Everybody in this room, if every person in this room follows this statement, you're going to be responsible, and we need it. So the takeaway is very simple. In our own lives, it's the Mashiach lifestyle that's critical, not who's Mashiach. We know who's Mashiach. We had him already, and we blew it. Mashiach was right there in front of us. He walked with us. He directed us. So we know what it is. We don't have to guess. Some people who lived in that time. So we know it. Let's get it done, which means in honor of 30 years, you want to do the Rebbe something? Not get out of your comfort zone. Not do something for yourself. It will be for yourself too. Make sure that this year, hopefully, maybe even by Gimmel Tammuz or during the month of Tammuz, you put on tefillin with 30 Jews. You got 30 of your women friends to light Shabbos candles. You put 30 mezuzahs on 30 doors. You make sure that 30 children who are in public school get a Jewish education. Then you are chassidim, soldiers, followers of the Rebbe, and you mean it seriously. Otherwise, it's paka, paka, paka. Don't underestimate the simple things. I'm not a flag carrier. In fact, I always made fun of the flags. You know, the Mashiach flags. But when I saw on public forum, someone sent me a friend of mine who doesn't put on tefillin every day. He said, Rabbi, look at this. And there's a tank riding through Sinai, through Gaza. And in the back of the tank is a Mashiach flag. A flag that I was looking at, and I said, boy, he said, Chabad is in Gaza. Don't underestimate the little stuff. Dear family, friends, shluchim, fellow Hasidim of the Rebbe, everyone here loves the Rebbe, cares for the Rebbe. We owe something to the Rebbe, and we can give it back. Take it serious. Get out of your comfort zone. Make it happen. You'll never be sorry, and you never know. When Gimmel Tammuz comes around, we'll have the biggest party anybody ever imagined. L'chaim.